Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan, and today's pick a card reading, we are asking the question, who will you marry? So I'm going to read your energy, I'm going to read your person's energy, and just see what spirit will let us know about your future partner. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm the mother of tarot. I do a ton of pick a card readings, and I like to bring as much spiritual content as I can to hopefully bring you some clarity, inspiration, and motivation on your path. So let's get started. There are 6 groups to pick from. I'm using a brand new deck. It's the Moonology Oracle deck that I got for Christmas. So take your time, meditate, and once you pick your group, I have all the timestamps in the description box. Alright, so group number 1, if you pick this card, we have Full Moon in Taurus. It says your dreams need a practical plan. So to me, this card is representing your energy. And I think it's really beautiful because I'm getting this very strong energy from you that you have this new sense of motivation, you have this new clarity, and you really want to know what you need to do to start to manifest the things that you want. Or maybe you've been starting to do them. I feel like you've done a lot of things, honestly, but it's taking it almost to the next level. And Spirit's really encouraging you to put in a lot more action when it comes to manifesting your dreams and your plans. And I really feel for this group that this reading has to do with your career as well, and that once you start to make a plan for yourself and for what you want to achieve, you will manifest this person, this soulmate, and I feel like it's really tied in together for this group. So I'm going to pull some more cards and see what else is going on. So first I'm going to ask the question, what is going on with your current energy regarding this first card? And then we're going to move into your person because it's also very connected for you. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords in reverse, the Hierophant, Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Fool in reverse. I really feel for this group. I feel a lot of feelings, honestly. I'm feeling a lot of emotions. I almost feel kind of scattered, like I don't know where to start, or kind of overwhelmed when it comes to career or spiritual gifts or learning something new. Maybe recently you found out you're a light worker, or you're just trying to take the next step in your spiritual path, or you're with your hobbies and your passion, and maybe you like to do a lot of different things, but I just have this energy of kind of being all over the place, and it's an exciting energy but also an overwhelming energy. And I love how the 8 of Pentacles came through. So let's look at these first few cards, right? The 9 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles. So right away I'm getting this energy that Spirit is having you focus on your work. Focus on a new passion. Focus on something that's going to really bring you joy. And they're saying, do this, and the person you will marry will come into your life. Or the person, for some of you might know your person, things will start to come into union. We'll get more into your person in a minute, but I feel like this message is so important for you, group number 1, because I feel like with this 9 of Cups, this is emotional fulfillment. And I feel like Spirit's saying, find emotional fulfillment within yourself. Find peace within yourself. Find something that lights you up. Because it literally looks like, in this 9 of Cups, that she's being just lit up with this golden yellow aura. And so fulfilled. And just walking away from the things that don't serve you. For some of you, it might be a job that you're in that's not fulfilling. Or you're walking away from some emotional, like a habits of not believing in yourself, of doubting your abilities, thinking you wouldn't be good enough, of doing this certain talent or project or new career, thinking you don't have enough yet, or you're like, well, I'll meet my person and then I'll start to once I meet my person, I'll have more strength and I'll be able to do this thing. And Spirit's like, no, it doesn't go in that order. Like, you need to first start to dive into this new endeavor. I really feel like it's a new job for most of you, but for some of you it could be a new creative hobby. And it's really time to just take one step at a time, to not overwhelm yourself with it, to have fun with it, because you have really strong spiritual gifts, number one. I can tell that for this group. And I feel like you've been feeling some anxiety. It's almost like this pressure in your chest, maybe. For some of you, it could be your stomach or your throat. But I just feel this like uncomfortableness of something trying to come out, and your body's giving you some discomfort right now, because it's like, okay, we want you to start putting one foot in front of the other. Like, what interests you? You know, whenever I work with clients, my main question I ask people when they're exploring their creative gifts, their creative talents, and I'm going to talk about this a lot, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but it's like, okay, when you're online, I always use this example. I think this is the best. When you're scrolling through Instagram, or if you're on TikTok or YouTube, you know, what do you see someone doing online that lights you up, where you're like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I love that they do that. I wish I could do that. I could never do that, but I think it's amazing that they do that. That's what you need to do. So pause this video right now if you have to and think about it. Take a minute. Be like, what lights me up? What do I get excited about? And that's what's going to feed your soul and really fill you up and get you to this stronger foundation. Because when we're manifesting a spiritual partner, and we want somebody that's, you know, spiritual and kind and funny and all of these things that we want, which is great. You should have a long list. You should. I had a long list, and I found my guy with all the things I wanted. But I had to do this kind of work. I had to do this deep emotional work. I had to really dive into my passions, and I had to take a lot of risks to get to that point. And I can see it all, how beautifully it all worked out. But I get it. It's frustrating. It's a frustrating feeling. Just wanting to be with somebody that you can connect with, because that's one of the biggest things we crave on this planet, right? Is this deep soul connection. And I do see this coming for you, and we're going to get more into it. But Spirit's like, no, first we need to focus on this endeavor, whatever this new endeavor is. It's really going to help you. And we have the Hierophant here. Let's look at these next three cards, okay? The Three of Swords reverse. Actually, we'll look at the last four all together. The Hierophant, the Ace of Cups reverse, and the Fool reverse. Okay, so this Ace of Cups reverse, whenever I see this card in reverse, to me, it's about self-love. It's about giving to yourself, focusing on yourself, putting yourself first, doing what lights you up, and not caring what people think. So maybe you're like, oh, I want to do this, but there's no way I'd be good enough. People wouldn't like it. Stop thinking about that. You're doing this new creative endeavor, this new career, this new whatever, for you and only you. If people like it, which I know that they will eventually, they will come around, they will like it, it doesn't matter. You're doing this to release this pressure, release this anxiety, release this discomfort, okay? So focusing inward is like a priority for you. I said that weird. A priority for you. And we have the Fool in reverse. And the Fool upright is about taking risks. And I feel like you're resisting this, like, maybe you're resisting starting something new, or taking a new chance, or trying something different. Spirits may be putting things in your, I feel like there's been some doors that have come into your life recently, and you've been like, no, I'm not ready, or no, it's not time, or no, it's this. And you're just like, no, 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 no. But Spirit's saying, yes, you are ready. You are ready. You don't need to get to a certain point before you can start, like, helping people, or before you can start sharing your knowledge, or, you know, the pain that you've been through. I feel like you've been through a lot of pain, because we have the Three of Swords here, and it's right next to the Hierophant, so I feel like you're going to be helping people with their pain. I feel like you can really speak to people with a whole different, like a whole new perspective, a very unique perspective, and I think it's important to start talking about your pain more, being really vulnerable, because I know people that watch my channel, you guys connect with me more when I talk about, oh, like, oh, I relate to this pile, or like, oh yeah, like, I've been through this, you know? It's like sharing my experiences. Sometimes I read for a pile and I'm like, this is exactly what I'm going through, you know? I'm like, I get you guys, like, I feel this pain, or I feel this struggle. People relate to that, and people, you know, they listen more, and they connect more. And, you know, I used to have this fear that, oh, well, if I start helping people, but I'm not completely there yet, people are going to think I'm a fraud. People are going to think I don't know what I'm talking about. And yeah, some people are going to think that. There are some people that are going to think that, but there's going to be way more people that are going to really benefit from everything that you share, or everything that you do. And those are the people that you should focus on, right? That's what I do. I get messages sometimes from people, and they're like, you don't know what you're talking about, you should just stop, you should stop doing what you're doing. And They used to hurt me. Now I'm just like, whatever, it doesn't bother me anymore. But sometimes sometimes it still does bother me. I actually did have one message about a month ago, but it only bothered me for about an hour, and I moved past it really quickly. But I just feel for you, this discomfort you're feeling is not lasting forever. It's really going to go away, and this is like the next step to take to getting to this like Nine of Cups energy, this emotional fulfillment on every single level, and that includes a partner. So I feel like that message was so important, but I want to pull more cards now because I want to talk about your person. I want to talk about who you're going to marry because that's what this pick a card is. Let's get focused on that. So let me put these cards away. Alright, so for his energy, we have the Four of Cups, the King of Pentacles in reverse. Am I communicating my needs? The Empress, Five of Wands, Status Quo, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Swords in reverse, and True Love. It's interesting because I'm getting a similar energy from him that I am from you, so this could be a twin flame connection. I feel like you're very connected to this person. Okay, I do feel for a lot of you know this person. It might not resonate for all of you, but I do feel like a lot of you actually know who this person is. Okay, let's talk about these first three cards. The Four of Cups, King of Pentacles reverse, and am I communicating my needs? I feel like right now your person's not exactly grounded in the present moment, but I feel like he's working on that. He's working on being a better communicator. I feel like this person, he or she, sorry, I know I said he or she is, I feel like they put people first a lot, and I feel like they're really close with their family or their friends, but they don't always speak out. They don't put themselves first, and I feel like Spirit's really working with them right now through that, and that's something that they need to clear and become more aware of how to heal that before they can dive into a relationship with you, before you can get married. Maybe for some of you, you're already with this person, or your friends or something, but yeah, I just have this energy that you know them. And then we have this Empress and the Five of Wands. So the Empress is about creating something new, right? It can be about birthing something new. And I feel for this energy that your person's in the process of like this rebirth and or trying to like start a new career or a new job or trying to make changes, but there's a lot of conflicting energies. There's a lot of people trying to steer him away from this new path, and it could be with his career or spirituality or just something where he's starting to change, and there's a lot of people around him that are like, I don't like this, or it could be his family or his friends that are giving him a hard time, maybe or I keep saying he, but it could be she if you're a man watching. So I always say he, but like just take, what resonates, okay? But I feel like this person is just they might be giving up alcohol and they might be getting a hard time from their friends, but I just feel like they're trying to make changes to better themselves. Like they're really determined to create the life that they want, and they know things need to change, so they have this very determined energy, and it's really beautiful. Yeah, we have the Status Quo next to the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have the Two of Swords here. So yeah, Two of Swords talks about making a decision, right? And I feel like right now they're not really seeing a clear path or understanding why they want to make these new choices. It's kind of like, why am I changing everything? Like there's this fear in this new. This Ace of Pentacles energy is something new. And then the Status Quo talks about, always going down the same path and doing the same thing. So I just feel like your person is breaking a cycle, breaking an ancestral cycle of always doing the same thing and going down the same path. And there's just friction in their life right now because of it. It's really important friction, and it's really good for them, but they're just changing some things. And I feel like they're spending a lot of time with themselves right now. So if they haven't been communicating with you as much, that could be why as well. I feel like it's really important for them to be in their own energy in this time. But true love, I love how this card came through because I feel like this connection is so strong. For some of you that don't know this person, I feel like you're going to meet them soon. Okay, so if you're like, I don't know who this is, Megan, but most of this reading makes sense, then just be aware that I feel like you're going to meet them really soon, and it might have like a slow start. But this connection is very strong. And I love how this true love card, she's looking at herself, because I feel like it's like once you find true love within yourself, once you both do, when you find more peace within, that's when this union is going to come together. When you start to look in the mirror and see yourself as this just beautiful goddess or beautiful god, or, you know, just this amazing person, you're like, oh, I just love me and I love what I'm doing, and not that you have to feel like in that energy all the time, because that's literally impossible, but for the most part, you're feeling really good about yourself and who you are. I feel like once you get to that point, then Spirit's going to say, okay, now you're ready for this relationship. And not just that you're ready for this relationship, but now you're going to be able to create a healthy relationship with one another. And it's going to have a strong foundation to last a long time, and that's what you want. So that's what Spirit's saying. It's all for a purpose. It's not just to like test you, to be like malicious. I mean, obviously Spirit, the source, God wouldn't do that, but it's for a huge purpose, to protect yourself and to give you exactly what you are manifesting. So I want to pull a few more cards because I want to see what this person, like maybe when you'll, no, that's not what I want to do. Hold on. I want to see what your connection is going to be like together once you meet. And if it comes through like, oh, this is how you're meeting, that would be cool too, but I really just want to see exactly like what your connection is going to be like together. Oh my gosh. You guys, I just pulled the Lovers. Look how sexual this card is. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is an amazing connection. I'm excited for this group. Really sexual, really passionate. You guys are going to have a good sex life. I like this deck. This is a newer deck I got, and I feel like some of the images are really just sexy. Probably because a man created it. No offense to all my men out there. I like it. I think it's beautiful. Okay, yeah, we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, this is good confirmation. The Knight of Wands. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so we also have the Two of Swords, Transitions, Trapped, Circles, and Invisible. So let's talk about these first four cards, because I like how the Two of Swords came out again. And then the Eight of Wands confirms this is fast-moving energy. So you definitely already know this person. If you know this person, I feel as though a union's coming into place soon. If you don't know this person, you're going to meet them soon. Within the next 2 to 3 months, I would say. So take what resonates for you, okay? If you're younger, it might be longer than that. But that's, I don't know, that's how I feel. So, and then we have the Knight of Wands, which is also fast-moving energy. So it's really passionate energy. I just see a lot of passion between you two. I feel like if you already know this person, you have this strong connection to them, and you've never had such a strong connection, and it's almost overwhelming. It makes you feel a little crazy. It makes you feel a little intense. But I feel like Spirit's saying, like, no, I feel like this is twin flame. A soulmate, definitely. But twin flame is just an even more crazy connection. You can look up the definition if you don't know what that is, but that's the kind of connection I feel with my person. When I first met them, it was like this intense, I feel like I'm going crazy if I don't talk to them. If I don't tell them I like them, I'm going to lose my mind. And I feel that for this group, just this strong soul connection. And I feel like you're almost like in this Two of Swords energy, like this really back and forth energy with them and their energy, and doubting yourself of this connection. But Spirit's saying this connection is strong, and it's going to be very, when you come into a union, it's going to be very sexual, but also very like creative. You're going to inspire each other on a creative level. There's going to be just a lot of healing in that sacral chakra going on for you too. And you're just going to feel so safe together. So safe and at home, which is beautiful. Yeah, and then we have down here, we have transitions. It says you have all the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise in your path. So I do feel as though you and your person are going through a major transition in your life. There's a lot changing, and there's a lot of things going on. So be gentle with yourself. Your higher self needs or your inner child rather, however you want to look at it, needs so much love from yourself right now. And there's so many changes happening, even things that are behind the scenes that your spirit guides are helping you with. So just make sure you're taking that extra time to be gentle with yourself and slow down when you need it, because your reality is really, really shifting. And I feel like most of you are probably like, yes, I know that. And for some of you that don't, this is definitely what's coming. A lot of changes are coming. And I feel like this trapped energy, I feel like this is how you felt. Maybe you've been single for a while, or you felt like no one really understood you or really got you or really took the time to get to know the real you, or maybe you haven't been completely vulnerable with people. But it's funny because yesterday I called my friend randomly to tell her Happy New Year's because I'm filming this on New Year's Day, and she was like telling me the story about her ex, how he found a pet bird, like someone's pet bird flew into his house somehow and got in his Christmas tree. And when I saw this card, it made me think of that. It's almost like, I feel like you're going to this cage, you're going to escape this cage. Like you're escaping this cage and you're just going to like fly into their house. That doesn't really make sense, but you're going to like go into this new environment maybe. Or maybe you're getting invited to like a house party, or like something is happening where you're going to be in a different environment. You're going to meet this person. But I see you like escaping this cage, and a door just finally opening for you, and you're like, oh, I didn't realize the door had to do with my creative energy. Like that's the door to my soulmate. Like something like that is what I'm hearing. And then we have this card. It says circles. Clarity begins in the eye of the storm. Yeah, and then it's next to invisible. So I feel for a lot of you, there's so much clarity coming in with this discomfort. It's really starting to open your eyes. And I feel like Spirit's saying you're not invisible. Your energy is magnetic and it's powerful. And it's time to step out and into this new energy. Because it looks like she's stepping into this mirror, right? Stepping onto this mirror, this girl here. And it's like she's starting to show the world her reflection. She's starting to step away from this invisible cloak and start to like show herself on her social media platform, or whoever's watching, right? Starting to get out there, it's starting to connect with like-minded souls that have the same passions as you. And I just feel as though all of this, I feel like 2020 has been difficult for you, group number 1, and my heart goes out to you. But I feel like there's so many good things coming. It's such a strong, passionate connection, and I just can't wait for you. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Please comment down below if this resonated for you. And if you guys want to book sessions with me, you guys know I have my information down below. And I am open for taking clients. So I will see you guys soon. Alright, group number 2. So if you picked this card, we have full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. So this is really positive. And I like this depiction on the moon, how it shows a girl, one with her eyes closed and one with her eyes open. So I feel for you that I really feel like this is your energy, and that it's almost like something you've been wishing for is going to manifest into your reality. Like something you couldn't see before is appearing, and it's going to be mesmerizing. I'm also getting this, I like how it's this bluish purple color. I'm getting this energy that could be your aura, or maybe Spirit's working with you with your third eye or your throat chakra. Something with like your intuition, I'm getting a sense of. But I feel like this is really positive. So let's pull some more cards because I want to see what else is going on with this and anything we need to know about your connection. So we have the King of Wands, the Empress, Page of Wands, Four of Wands, Mother Earth, Goddess of Psychic Protection, a creative endeavor, and teacher. Yeah, I love this, how this Goddess of Psychic Protection came through next to this Mother of Earth, because, I mean, look at these colors again. We have these purples and these blues, and I just feel like there's so much psychic energy coming from this group. So I really feel for a lot of you, you're psychics, mediums, tarot readers, energy healers, something like that, but I feel that energy for this group strongly. Or like spiritual gifts are about to like come through for you. So take what resonates for that. But it says on this card, it says, what you believe you create, no one can harm you. So I feel like you're really creating your life, and this person is going to manifest. I feel as though that this is a new person. Yeah, I don't think you know them, group number 2, or I think you've met them recently. So take it how that resonates, but I don't think this is someone you've known for a long time. So if this doesn't resonate for you, feel free. If you want to pick another group, go ahead. But I do feel like this is a newer energy, okay? And I feel as though for this group that you have a feeling you're going to meet them soon. Like your person, like who you're going to marry. You're going to meet them soon. And you've done a lot of work on yourself and you're in a good place. I feel like for this group you're at a good place. Because then look at these first 4 cards we have. We have the King of Wands, the Empress, Page of Wands, and 4 of Wands. So this Empress is the birth of something new, right? New creative energy. And I feel this is the new love that's coming, like a new love. I feel like you were meant to be with this person. And then we have King of Wands. So I feel like this is your person's energy. I feel like they could be a fire sign because look at all of these wands we have. King of Wands, Page of Wands, 4 of Wands. So I feel like they could be an Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo, or have a lot of fire in their chart. And I feel like they're just going to be this person that has a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. I really do feel like they're an artist, and when you meet them, there's going to be a really strong connection and a lot of celebration, a lot of excitement. So I'm excited for this group, and yeah, because then we have creative endeavor and teacher here at the bottom, okay? Because there's so much creative energy, so much fire energy coming through, so you might meet them as well through doing something creative. So if you have a creative hobby, you might meet them through that, or if you're help people through social media, they might find you online for some of you. I'm hearing that too. But I feel like with this teacher card that either they're going to be your teacher or you're going to be their teacher. Or actually I'm getting this energy that you're going to both teach each other, but you're going to meet each other in that sort of a way. You're going to find them because they make videos online and they've helped you a lot. Or vice versa, take what resonates. But I just feel like you're going to learn a lot from each other and really grow from each other. And I'm getting this really young energy, this really free-spirited energy. I feel like this person's going to make you feel like a kid again and excited for life. So I'm really excited about this connection. Let's try to pull a time card and see when this person's going to come in for you. Okay, yeah, I got the 6 of Wands. More fire energy. And Wands to me could be weeks or months. So I would say for some of you in the next 6 weeks, some of you it could be 6 months, but I think it's sooner than that. I would say within 6 months, definitely. And this Devil card came up in reverse. So I can tell that there's something that's been really released recently in your life, something that you've let go of that is finally rushing in this new romantic connection to you. And I feel like this is your soulmate. I feel like this is going to be the person that you marry. And I really feel this connection was destined for you. So this is so exciting. All right, let's pull some more cards, though, because I want to see what other energies are coming for this group and anything else you need to know about this connection and who you will marry. Let's try to find, actually, I want to kind of find more information about who this person is and what you can expect from them. So let's pull from this deck. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords, 10 of Cups, King of Swords. We have the 8 of Cups. Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? Hostilities, broken heart, Goddess of Psychic Protection. Okay, I think it's funny that there's Goddess of Psychic Protection pulled out for their energy too. So they have a lot of psychic gifts too, which is cool. So they might be actually spiritual teachers or something online. But when I was getting this energy also with, let's look at these last 3 cards, the Hostilities, the Broken Heart, I feel as though they could possibly have been through a lot of heartbreak, and I think that some of them, they could be divorced for some of you, or in a marriage or relationship where they're not happy. But I feel as though they're learning how to walk away from that emotionally, and for some of them physically. They're seeing the bigger picture, and they're seeing what they're worth, and they're realizing that there's better out there for themselves. And yeah, because we have this other card that says Soul Truth. It says, do I know all my strengths and am I using them? So they're starting to question everything in their life, and they're starting to realize everything that they're worthy of, which is really beautiful. Okay, and then we have a lot of Cups energy for these first 5 cards. Okay, Ace of Cups is new love, right? This is new love coming in. So there's definitely new love coming in soon. And I like how we have this Queen of Swords and this King of Swords, because I feel like this is their energy, but also your energy together, because we got the Ten of Cups right in the middle. I mean, let's zoom in on these 3 cards right here. Okay, the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the King of Swords. This combination is so beautiful. I mean, it looks like, this king and queen are facing towards each other, and in the middle it shows this happy couple with children. So I feel like you're learning really how to communicate better, and I feel like you're going to be these teachers together. Like, you're going to help people together, and you're going to start a family together, and this is like a power couple, okay? Group number 2, I feel like you have high expectations for the kind of person that you want in your life. You're at this point now where you're like, I'm not settling. I want this, I want that, I want this, and Spirit's like, it is coming for you. It is coming, or it's already been presented, or something like that. But this is going to be a powerful new love. Your cups are both full. And then we have this 8 of Cups, right, which shows somebody walking away from something that's not serving them. So I feel like you've both, in your own energy, you walked away from things that don't serve you. Or you're in the process of doing that still. For some things, I think you're in the process of doing it. But for most of the stuff, you've walked away from so much baggage and so much heartbreak and so much drama and turmoil. And you're being rewarded with this beautiful, healthy relationship. And I just feel like this person that you're manifesting has a lot of spiritual gifts, is really good at communicating or singing, and uses that with his or her creative energy. And I feel like they are going to help people heal. And they're very determined. They have a very determined, excited energy for life, and I feel like you're going to be creating things together. So this is a powerful spiritual connection. A powerful spiritual partnership is what I like to call it. I want to see, let's pull a card just to see if we can find out, if you haven't met this person yet, how you're going to meet them. I feel like for some of you it could be online. Okay, we have creative endeavor again, and next to intuition and manifestation. So yeah, a lot of you are going to meet them through some sort of creative event. It could be online, it could be through social media, or it could be like something that you go to. Some exciting event or party, or a spiritual group online, or something like that. But I feel like you're going to share similar talents and a similar excitement for life. And yeah, intuition and manifestation. This is the person that you've been manifesting, and you're guided by spirit. You might be seeing a lot of 3s on the clock. Yeah, I don't know how a reading can get better than this, group number 2, so I'm going to wrap it up for you. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Comment down below if it resonated, and if you do want to book a session with me, I do have all my booking information in the description box, and I will see you next time. Alright, group number 3. So we have the new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. So this is a really positive card for a love reading. It sounds like it is exactly what it says, right? Love is on your side. Good things are coming. So let's pull some more cards to get some clarity and see exactly what this is talking about. So we have the Empress, 2 of Swords reversed, 8 of Cups, Angel of Union, the High Priestess, Page of Cups, Fear in reverse, and Goddess of Justice. So I was getting 2 different energies for this group. Some of you know this person already, and some of you don't. So it's going to be different for a lot of you. I didn't get when I asked Spirit, it was like, oh, some is both. Some people know this person, some people don't. Okay, so if you don't think you know this person, then it is new. But if you have a feeling and you're like, oh, I definitely know who it is or who I want it to be, then that's the person. Okay. So let's talk about these first 3 cards, the Empress, the 2 of Swords reversed, and the 8 of Cups. I'm getting a lot of water energy for this group, a lot of emotional energy. I'm feeling as though you've been really working with your emotions on balancing them, finding peace within, focusing on your creative endeavors, and you're getting to this point now where you're not so much worried about the decisions that you make. You're realizing that everything's divinely guided, and you're really getting in this energy of surrendering and trusting and letting go, and that's what's bringing you to this person that you will marry. So that's really beautiful, because right next to these 3 cards, right, we have the Angel of Union. It says a partnership is blessed and destined for greatness. So for those of you that clicked on this video and you're like, oh, I wonder if I will end up with somebody, if I will end up with my soulmate, will I? This is confirmation that you will. There is a beautiful partnership coming. The universe is working in your favor. Yeah, because then we have the High Priestess and the Page of Cups down here, okay? I feel like your intuition is strong, group number 3. I feel like you have this feeling that there is this connection made for you. And I feel like this Page of Cups energy is almost their energy, and they dream about you, and they think about you. If they know you, then they dream about you a lot, or they wonder about you. If they don't know you, then they wonder what you're going to be like. I feel like this person is a romantic that you're manifesting, this person you will marry. They're romantic, and they really do want to find their one person to settle down with and start a family and a life with. And then we have this fear in reverse next to the goddess of energy. It says, what seems an injustice is actually a blessing. For some of you, I'm hearing that you've been waiting a long time to meet this person. You could be a little bit older. Maybe you thought that you would have met them a long time ago, but everything is happening so perfectly. And you also, I feel like you realize that if you would have met them, 5 years ago or a few years ago even, that it wouldn't have been a good connection, that you've grown so much and you're at such a better place now, and you've released a lot of fear. You've released a lot of fear of the unknown is what I'm feeling for this group. You've released a lot of fear of the unexpected, and you're feeling safer and calmer in your energy, more at peace and at home. And all this hard work that you have done is really paying off. Okay, that's what Spirit wants you to know. That's a strong message coming through. So let's pull more cards because I want to see what's going on with their energy, what kind of person they are. Let's just try to get details on them. All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles, the Sun, the Hanged Man, the High Priestess, Close Encounters, 5 of Swords, Justice, and Peacock Spirit, Let It Shine. Okay, so let's talk about these first 4 cards at the top. The Page of Pentacles, the Sun, the Hanged Man, and the High Priestess. I'm getting this energy that this person's going to be very different from you. Very different. Very opposite, okay, in a good way. I do feel like they have struggled with being pessimistic, but I feel like they're moving out of that energy. I feel like they used to think really maybe dark thoughts towards the world or towards themselves. I'm getting this weird energy that they've struggled with throughout their life, but they're really a good person and they're a really amazing person. It was just something passed down from their parents. I think from their father is what I'm feeling. But it's like this energy that they've been coming out of, and they're really starting to step into this more positive energy. I feel like they also had a very grim view of love, of connection, because they thought that they could never have this amazing, beautiful connection that's, in the movies, but that viewpoint is turning around for them, and Spirit is working on bringing them more optimistic perspective when it comes to love and relationships. Because I think their parents didn't get along or were divorced at a young age or something like that, but it really affected them, and they're really learning how to step into this new vibration. Yeah, and I see that with this Page of Pentacles. They're on this new endeavor, this new discovery of really finding who they are and their authenticity and what they want out of life, and what they're realizing that they can build with, their career or their relationships or with whatever life throws at them. They're realizing that they have more power than they realized before. Yeah, and that goes along with the Hanged Man and the High Priestess. It's like their intuition is opening up, and they're seeing the world in a new perspective than they used to. They're realizing that these were beliefs, I feel like they're almost working with somebody to help them too. Some of them could be working with a mentor or a therapist, or maybe they have a new friend that just has a lot of good insights, or they found, somebody online that's really been inspiring them, like a teacher or a mentor, an author as well. But they're really stepping outside of their box, and they're coming into this new world. They're starting to see the world with fresh eyes. I feel like 2020, this is a timeless reading, you can watch it at any point, but I feel like 2020, that year was super eye-opening for them. They really took that discomfort that they felt and really transmuted their energy and stepped into a whole new perspective. And then we have this Close Encounters next to the 5 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this 5 of Swords is almost their anxiety. I feel like they haven't had the healthiest relationships in the past, and they kind of look at the dating world and love life as this battlefield, and they're starting to step away from that. And see how this Close Encounter shows these 2 butterflies, one's in a cage and one's outside? I feel like you're group number 3. I feel like you're the one that's outside the cage looking for them, and they're still like in their cage, trapped a little bit. They're still trying to find a door out to meet you and to get to you, but you're very closely connected on a lot of levels, even if you don't know each other, or if you do know each other. I feel like there's just like one more door to open up before you can come into union. And there's just some beliefs to change. And some of these beliefs might be beliefs that you struggle with too. So take what resonates, but I am feeling like it is predominantly for your person. And then it's funny because this Justice card came out again. We had the Justice earlier, right? Yeah, we had the Goddess of Justice. And then the Peacock Spirit, let it shine. So I feel like your person is finding their feminine energy. So they could be a male or female, but they're finding more of their feminine energy. And they're really starting to shine their soul. Because I feel like the trials and the tribulations that they have been through have really put this motivation in them. And they're starting to realize that, oh, I don't need to settle for what I thought I did. And I want to have the world. And I want to have it with another person. And I can create this. They still have doubts that they deal with. But they have this motivation to create a beautiful family with the person that they love. So let's see if we can get any more characteristics with this, what kind of person this is that's coming, that you will marry. Okay, yeah, so we have teacher and fragmented energy. So they could be a teacher. They could be, I feel like they might teach an actual school. Or they could teach spirituality. They feel like they do help people in some sort of way. They like to help people. They have a big passion for this world. And then this fragmented energy. Yeah, I feel like they do have this pull back and forth of like, I want to help the world and I have this unique perspective, but then they doubt themselves. I feel like their parents or whoever raised them was very practical and very like, you get a job, you go to school, and you do this, and you do it a certain way. And he's breaking free from that, but it's still kind of pulling him back and forth. And he's shattering a lot of beliefs from the past. He's shattering a lot. His world is really changing. So let's try to see when you're going to meet this person, if we can. If we can get a time card. Let's see. If you haven't met them already, or if you've met them, when are you going to come into union? So actually I'm going to pull 2 different cards. So for the first card, it's going to be if you already know them and you're wondering when you're going to come into union. So let's see what we can get. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I got the 7 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. So this is soon. This will be within 6 weeks to 6 months, okay? You're going to come into union. So if you don't know this person, and this is a new person, how long will it take for you to come into union? Okay, so a little bit longer. We have the 9 of Cups. So it's going to be within 2021. It might be towards the end of 2021. So don't lose faith, you guys. But take what resonates for you. If you're younger, it might be longer than that. But for a lot of you that this pile really resonates with, and you've been looking for a long time, and you've been doing a lot of growth and everything, I do feel like it will be within the year. I'm filming this in the beginning of 2021, so I feel like within this year. So, okay, let's pull a few more cards and just see what else that Spirit wants you to focus on to manifest this connection. I don't feel like there's a ton, honestly, that you like have to do or need to do, but I just want to see any more messages that are coming through for you in this reading. We have the 10 of Swords, the Chariot in reverse, the 6 of Wands reverse, the Devil, the 9 of Wands, Hanged Man reverse, and the Magician reverse. So I'm getting a strong energy at first that, don't doubt yourself and what you're worth and what you're trying to manifest, okay? It is coming for you. You are going to have this amazing relationship, and I feel like you know it deep down. And I feel like there's an end to something. I feel like with this 10 of Swords and this Chariot, you're coming to the end of something. Some confusion. So for some of you, it's like being in this hurry phase, and maybe you feel like you're behind in life or something like that, but you're coming to the end of that. You're stepping into some new energy, okay? Some really beautiful new energy. And then we have the 6 of Wands in reverse and the Devil. I feel like with this connection, or with this could apply to anything that's going on in your life. It could be this connection, or it could be with like your career or your hobbies. You're going to have people coming in that are going to doubt you and that are going to question what you're doing and maybe make you feel like you're on the wrong path, or maybe tempt you away from all of this progress that you're making. Maybe with, if you have some friends that like to party a lot, or some friends that like to gossip a lot, or something like that. I feel like Spirit's just saying to stay strong in your energy, to not let these people bring you down. And that's not to scare you, it's just to say, it's just to give you a heads up that there might be people that, and maybe there's already people like that in your life. I feel like for a lot of you there are people like that in your life, and I feel like that's coming to an end too, that energy. I feel like that's something you're walking away from, but it's still prominent in your life for some of you. And then we have the Nine of Wands, the Hangman reverse, and the Magician reverse. I feel like you're coming to the end of this energy of when we start to have a higher perspective and we start to see the world through fresh eyes and we start to see what actually is happening in the world, what's going on, it can be kind of overwhelming. And then you start to get in this energy of, well, nothing's right and nothing's wrong. So you're like, well, should I do this or that? And you're realizing the world isn't so black and white. It's not so just it's A or B or C or D. It's things are both. I don't know if I'm making sense, but someone's like, oh, it's important to vote and for election, and someone's like, oh, it's not important. You're seeing how both views are right. And you're really finding acceptance in that. You're coming to the end of this inner conflict of like, well, is this spiritual teacher right, or is this spiritual teacher right? Or should I listen to this tarot reader or that tarot reader, or this author or that author? There's conflicting energies we can hear on social media and through our teachings and learnings and everything that we start to absorb in our mind. And you're coming to the end of this conflict is what I'm hearing for you, okay? And I feel like Spirit's been working with you a lot on this, and this doubting your powers as well with his Magician in reverse. You're coming to the end of doubting your abilities, your powers, your spiritual gifts, and your abilities, and your uniqueness. You have this beautiful, unique soul, I can tell for this group. You're coming to the end of doubting that. And this is all bringing you closer to your person, all of these energies. So this is something to focus on, to bring new awarenesses to, and just to find peace and acceptance in this process that you're in, because it's very beautiful, very necessary, and I just see a lot of good coming for you. So let me know if this resonated for you guys. I want to know, I want to connect, and also if you want to book a session with me, I have all my information down below, and I will see you next time. Alright, group number 4, welcome to your reading. So we have full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. I have this energy for this group. If you pick this card, I don't think that you're a negative person. I think you're really optimistic in a lot of ways, and I think you're really good at helping people and being there for people, but I think you can be negative towards yourself. I feel this energy of really being just hard on yourself, trying to maybe perfectionism for some of you, or you doubt yourself and your abilities and your uniqueness, and it's almost like a subconscious thing where I feel like you can beat yourself up a little bit. So that's the first energy. I know this is who you will marry, but I just want to get grounded in the present moment, and I know there's going to be messages that come through that aren't all about your person. So I just feel like that energy strongly for you, and I just feel like your angels and guides and your higher self is really working with you to help you let go of some of these. It's almost like this shaming energy that you can bring towards yourself. They're helping you to release that, look at yourself in a more beautiful way, more optimistic way, and really just learn how to fall in love with yourself. Because when we love ourselves, and they say, oh, just love yourself, it's not that easy. It's a process of learning how to reconnect with ourselves and feel at home within ourselves and feel at peace with who we are, and to release this inner conflict that we can feel at times. So I just feel like this is something you've been working through for some time, possibly, or it's something that it's really being brought to your attention. And maybe this could be a big focus for you. But anyways, I just wanted to bring that up, talk about it, because I couldn't not. And let me pull some more cards, though, and see what is going on with who you will marry. And I feel like this is also connected, because I feel like Spirit's helping you release this energy towards yourself so you can fully love yourself, so you can bring in somebody that really loves you for who you are. Because if we don't completely love ourselves and we're hard on ourselves, then we're going to bring in an energy of another person, a partnership, or a friendship, and that person's going to be hard on us as well. Because our outer reflection of our lives is our outer reality is a reflection of our inner reality. So however we treat ourselves is how people are going to treat us. And you deserve somebody that treats you amazing, treats you so kind and so loving. And Spirit's like, yes, I want that for you too, but we need you to completely, utterly just be so in love with yourself. And I just feel like that's what you're working on to get to this place, to finding this person that's amazing. Okay, so I love that for you. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups reversed, the Six of Cups, Ace of Cups, a higher view, broken open, prosperity lies ahead, and when was the last time I couldn't stop smiling? So let's focus on these first three energies here. The Queen of Cups reversed, Six of Cups, and Ace of Cups. I'm getting this feeling for this group that you already know this person. For some of you, you could be already with this person, but you're not sure if you're going to marry them. But I feel like you are going to marry them. Or it's somebody you know as a friend or somebody from your childhood. Okay? Take what resonates, but I feel like a lot of you already know this person, but there's a new love coming, either within the relationship you're already in, or even though it's a new love, it could be somebody you've always viewed as a friend that you're going to start seeing as something more. So I like that. So if that doesn't resonate, you can pick another pile if you want to, but I really feel that strongly. I feel like for some of you watching, maybe you're with somebody right now, but you're like, am I going to marry them? I don't know. So, but it's interesting because I feel like Spirits, maybe you're wondering like, well, what can I do to like manifest a stronger connection? For some of you, it's to manifest a connection. But some of you are like, well, how can I manifest a stronger connection? And Spirit's like, stop focusing on the other person, stop focusing on who it is, or if they feel the same way, or if then, like, not that you can't focus any of your attention on it, but start focusing more inward with this Queen of Cups in reverse. Start focusing your attention fully on you, filling up your cup, and loving yourself completely, okay? Which is what we talked about in the beginning, right? Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, see the Six of Cups? It talks about our past. It talks about children or our past relationship. For some of you might have children with this person. But I just feel like such a stronger connection is coming if you do know them already. A stronger connection is coming, or it's a new connection with somebody you know. Sorry, I keep repeating myself, but I wanted to make that clear because that's the message that came through. And then we have higher view and broken open. So your perspective is really raising. You're starting to see the world differently, and you're starting to see people differently too. You're starting to see different energies. I feel like you've been in this process of learning how to love yourself, and you're taking it to a new level now, a whole new level of really putting in some action and really understanding what it means to love yourself. Because I feel like as we start to love ourselves, we have to learn how to love ourselves, right? It's a process, and you're in this process of learning and taking the time. And something that I've realized recently, which I've talked about, but I feel like I should really talk about with this group especially, because I really do relate with this group a lot, is I'm in the process of really learning how to love myself, and I've been in this process for years now, because I was always beating myself up as a child, and I retracted really abusive relationships in the past. And how I like to look at my body is like almost like it's two people. It sounds weird, but bear with me. And it's like this masculine and feminine energy, and there's this masculine energy of being really hard on my feminine energy, almost abusive, like self-abuse. And there's this abusive relationship happening within my body, and I think, okay, like if I was actually two people, and I was to go to get therapy for help because the masculine energy started to realize, oh, I do take responsibility for my pain and my suffering because I've been doing this to her, to this feminine energy. And I take responsibility and I want help, and the counselor's like, okay, and the counselor starts to help the man and the woman. It's going to take a lot of time, right? It's not going to be like, oh, it's just, okay, start to learn how to love each other more, and they have to learn. They have to unlearn these habits they've picked up from their parents and society and however they learned, and they have to pick up these new beliefs and these new perceptions of reality and understand each other on a deeper level. And that's what you're building within yourself. And I love this broken open card because you're breaking free. You're breaking free, and you're opening up yourself to this new love and this new worth and this new amazement, and you would be looking at yourself with like these new eyes. And I feel like as soon as I feel like you're not going to get to a place where you fully love yourself and then this relationship comes in. It's a process of loving yourself, but within that process of getting a stronger connection to yourself, that's when this connection is going to come in. I don't want you to put unrealistic expectations on yourself, because we're always going to have days where we're a little harder on ourselves and we're a little negative sometimes, and that's okay. But getting into this point in your life where the majority of the time you're loving yourself, right? You're having more good days than bad in that sense, okay? Because look, it says prosperity lies ahead. I love that. And when was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Let's read the back of this card. It says, go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants. Or did. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. Make someone laugh today. Yeah, so laughter is the best medicine. It literally is. I actually had such a good laugh last night that I haven't had in a while, where, when you cry and you laugh, I feel like you need some of that in your life. Okay, group number 4. And I want you to start setting that intention every morning. I want you to start setting the intention right when you wake up. I want you to speak it out loud and say, okay, body, I'm going to start to love you more and more today. I'm going to show you that I love you. I'm going to find ways to love you and to be easy on you. I'm going to be easy on you. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try. I'm going to do these things. Even if you don't do them completely, you're setting that intention, right? And also saying, I'm going to laugh really hard today. I'm going to have a moment in my day where something really makes me laugh, and I just have a really healing, beautiful laugh. I have been doing that, you guys, and whenever I do that, I have that moment where it happens, even if I'm just laughing at myself because of something silly I thought or did. It's like this laughter comes through, and I can feel how healing it is and how much it just fills my soul and how it just brings so much joy. I love it. So I love that for this group. So I just feel like this is such good energy coming for you, and it's been in the process of working with you. And now I want to pull some more cards, though, because I want to get into more about your person, to see what kind of person they are, and any details that we can get. So we have the Moon in reverse, 2 of Pentacles reversed, the Hangman, 5 of Cups, fragmented energy, Daughter of Swords, Mother of Wands reverse, 10 of Swords, and Professional Assistance. So let's talk about these last 3 cards here. The Mother of Wands reverse, the 10 of Swords, and Professional Assistance. I was getting a few different energies with these cards. So the last card, I feel like they have a really good job. I feel like they have a job that they like, and I feel like they make good money. I'm just getting this energy. It's a very professional job. They work with people, and it could be a corporate job as well, but I feel like they really enjoy it. I feel like they work for a good company, and they're really happy with where they work. With this Mother of Wands, I'm getting this energy that they have an interesting relationship with their mother. I feel like their mother stresses them out or is super protective of them, or I feel like they're really close with their mother, but I don't think it's the healthiest relationship. It's not bad. I don't feel like she's a bad person. I feel like it's just an interesting dynamic, so take what resonates for that. But I do feel like with this 10 of Swords, it has something to do with that, like releasing the attachment. It's almost like their mother has such a strong attachment to them, and they've had such a strong, like, close connection, but almost like to an unhealthy state. But I feel like that's coming to an end, like they're learning how to set up more boundaries with their mother. Or for some of them, this could be an ex too. It's a feminine energy, but I'm just getting the energy that something is like coming to an end in that sense. And then we have this fragmented energy and Daughter of Swords. I feel like this person is very logical, and they really think things practically through, and they're really smart. I am getting this energy that they're very smart, but I also feel like they're very open-minded at the same time. They just have a very unique mind. The way their mind works and plays out is very unique, and I just feel like they have a lot of interesting concepts to share, but they can be stubborn at times as well. And then let's focus on these first 4 cards. Yeah, we have the Hangman. So I do feel like they have a unique perspective to share. Or they have unique ideas, like, to help people. they can almost help people look at things in a different way. Or if maybe someone comes to them with this Five of Cups that's sad or that's frustrated, they're really good at shifting their perspective and saying, oh, let's look at this, or good at distracting someone almost, like, oh, well, let's do this, and let's have fun, and I feel like they'd be really good for you in that sense, because they'd really be able to get you, like, out of your funk, and really get you into a new energy if you're feeling kind of funky, or something like that. But they have some sort of unique gift of really helping people shift their energy really dramatically and really quickly. And I feel like that's why they're so close with their mom, because they really helped their mom with some energies that she felt, so she has this strong attachment to them, which makes a lot of sense. And I feel like your person's going through a lot of transformation right now with the Moon in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse, but they're not really aware of what's happening. They're kind of just like, wow, I'm just feeling a lot of different things, and there's a lot of stuff going on, but I'm not really aware of what's happening completely. I'm just kind of going with it, and they have a very determined energy to just keep going and keep going, but they're like that with themselves, and they're like that with the people around them. They would never give up on somebody, and they'd always really be there for somebody that needs them. They have that drive to just want to be there and connect, and I feel like they're a people person. They really like to meet people and meet different kinds of people, and they're the kind of person that could meet someone new that's really weird, and they wouldn't think of them as weird. Like, they wouldn't see them as the outcast. They wouldn't notice that. They're very non-judgmental in that sense towards other people, where they would just be, they're very open to meeting all kinds of people. So if you guys go to a party together and you're like, oh yeah, that guy was just weird or off, they'd be like, oh, well, we had a great conversation about this, and I learned this, and they just have this thirst for knowledge, and they see people as books. Like this person is a book, and I can learn from them. It's kind of a weird analogy, but it's just how I see it for them. So I feel like they have this beautiful perspective, almost like a child, but a really smart child. Like, they're very intelligent, but they have this openness to life and to the people around them, to anybody that comes in. And with that, they've learned a lot. They've learned a lot. They're really good listeners. So let's pull some cards for your energy together in the future. What will your energy be like together as a couple? Oh, we have the Justice. Okay. I'm just getting this energy that you're really going to be there for each other. You're really going to be able to open up to each other about things and really be able to cry in front of each other and find success with each other and to travel together. And I feel like this is the kind of person that you could sit in a room with the total silence, but have it be so fulfilling, which is interesting. Like, you could be in a bad mood, or you could be in a good mood and be in silence, but it just would never be awkward. Like, you don't feel like you need to talk or entertain this person, or they're just going to have this, energy about them where you can just be quiet together and not, I don't know, it's just this really beautiful energy of being really real and raw and vulnerable and not feeling ashamed for any of it, and just feeling so comfortable even when you're feeling down. You don't feel like you're dragging that person down. You feel like it's all, it just feels perfect. Even when it doesn't feel, even when you don't feel good, it feels perfect. Wow, that's really powerful. A lot of peace within this relationship and acceptance, a ton of acceptance. So I'm excited for you, group number 4. Let me know if this resonated at all. I'd love to hear back from you. And also, if you guys want to book a session with me, I do have availability open. All my information is down below. I'll see you guys next time. All right, group number 5. So if you pick this, you have the South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. And I like the imagery on this card. I'm very drawn to this turquoise color, this greenish blue color. And see how these clouds are starting to lift away, these black clouds, right? It's almost as though I feel like for this group that you've done a lot of work on yourself, but there's still some of this murkiness and this cloud of the past, right? That is still holding you back from what you desire, from finding your person and settling down to your career and all these things. There are some things from your past, so I want to just pull energy first for you about what this past energy is, because I think this is really connected to you finding your person or connecting to your person. I feel like it's very, very important for you to hear. And then after that, we'll start to pull some more cards about who your person is and if you know this person or not and all of that good stuff. But I want to start with this message first, because I think it's so connected for you. Okay, so we have the Tower reversed, the Star reversed, 8 of Pentacles reversed, 5 of Pentacles reversed, Flamingo Spirit, Embrace the In-Between, Conclusion, Healing the Heart, and God of the Arts. It says the artist within you is about to emerge. So yeah, it's interesting that these first 4 tarot cards came in reverse, because when there's a lot of reversals in a row, I do tend to feel a blockage, and I do feel as though you've been experiencing a lot of release, and I do feel like you're trying to manifest a lot of things at once. There's a lot of wishes, and Spirit's saying, okay, yes, we want all these things to come for you. We want all these, artistic gifts and spiritual gifts and people to come in, but we need to release some things to make some room. And you've been in this process of releasing. And I feel as though you're releasing, for some of you, it could be a job that you don't like anymore, or releasing doubt in your creative gifts, releasing worries about money. Some of you aren't comfortable with where you're living right now, and I feel like you're trying to change that or wanting to. I just feel like there's a lot of changes happening, a lot of healing. And I feel like you don't, with the Star in reverse, it's almost as though there's so much healing happening, but you can't see it because there's so much happening at once that it's overwhelming. A lot of things are coming up from the past. And for those of you that don't relate to this, I feel like this is coming for you. And it's not to scare you or anything. This is really beautiful, because this is going to usher in all this beautiful new energy. But it is time to reflect on your past, okay? And you're in this, it says embrace the in-between and conclusion. So you're in this in-between phase of life where you feel like there's not a lot of movement forward. There isn't a lot of things coming in that you want. And I feel like with this conclusion card, right, it says chapter 1 and the end. And I feel like you're in between. Like you started your chapter with a lot of progress, this new chapter in your life, these new things that these new intentions, new habits you've made, and you're trying to get to this end and this conclusion, but you're in this in-between phase of all this healing, and it's uncomfortable, and you're like, I just want to get out of it, and I want to get to where I want to go. But this is so important, and I feel like in a year from now, you're going to be looking back, mark my words, okay, come back here in a year if you can, if you remember, and let me know if I was right. But I feel as though you're going to be, I feel this strong, you're going to be looking at your past like, oh wow, everything happened so perfectly, and there was so much healing that was happening, I just couldn't see it then, because it was really, really intense. So focus on your heart space, especially because there is some hurt from your past, okay? This could have to do with a situation with, I'm hearing for some of you it's with your family, something that happened with your parents or a friend. Something that happened to a friend, maybe like a death or something. What else? There's a lot of different energies, and I don't want to get too specific about it because I feel like it can be different for all of you. For some of you, maybe you didn't get the love that you wanted from your parents or from a parent. But I'm also feeling like some sort of traumatic event that happened for this group when you were younger. When you were a kid or a teenager, something traumatic happened, and it's coming back up to be acknowledged more and looked at differently and focused on and healed within your heart space. So when you get into meditation, I really want you to talk to your body, talk to your heart space. This has been one of the most powerful techniques that I've used within my own practice in my life, and I continue to use. Because I feel like you're heart chakra centered people, group number 5, and it's a really powerful gift to be a heart chakra centered person. But it's also it can be a very heavy burden if you have stored a lot of pain in that area until you can learn how to release it. So sit with yourself in silence and ask, why is my heart hurting? I'm listening now to my body. Why is my heart hurting? Put your hands, if you have crystals, you can use them. You don't need to. Put your hands on your heart and ask your heart, what needs to be released, what needs to be acknowledged. And sometimes an emotion will come up, sometimes a memory of the past will come up. You'd be surprised, and then set that intention and say, okay, I'm setting the intention now that clarity will come, that I will be able to release this pain from the past. And for some of you, you might be like, I don't have any pain from the past, Megan. Like, I don't have trauma. I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about. Well, a lot of the times we justify what we've been through and we think, well, it's not that bad because, my friend went through this and they had a traumatic childhood. Like, I was never abused. I never had a death in the family, and I never had any of this. So, like, my problems aren't that bad. Or you could think like, oh, well, there was a traumatic event, but I barely remember it. I was 2 when it happened. But it can still affect you strongly. I was traumatized when I was born into this world, and I realized I had trauma from when I was being born. I almost died as a baby. I came into the world and I breathed in this huge breath of air, and I popped a hole in my lung, and I had to stay in the hospital for weeks. And that whole experience was very traumatizing for me because I was shown coming into this world that this world is scary, and all this stuff happened. And even though my conscious mind or the forefront of my brain doesn't remember exactly that experience, that energy and that it stays in your subconscious. So there could be something that happened that maybe doesn't seem that traumatic, or that maybe you think, oh, it wasn't that bad, but to you at that point in your life, it was very traumatic. And to be able to validate that for yourself and really feel it out and cry it out and express it in whatever way you need to. So I feel like that's really going to help you for this group, and it's going to help rush in this new love, because I feel like it's going to make space for this connection that you're craving, okay? And then we have God of the Art. So the artist within you is about to emerge. So all of this healing and this blockages that are releasing and this deep internal work you've been doing, this is a very specific message. So if this doesn't resonate for you, feel free to pick another pile. We'll get more into like your person in a second. But all of this is going to bring your artistic gifts, and it's going to bring so much abundance into your life. I really feel that for you. So, but let's move on, because I feel like this is such an important message. I couldn't not say it. But I do want to move on to your person more and see what's going on. I feel like, I don't know, for some of you it might still be a minute before you meet them, because you're still in such a important phase in your spiritual journey. But I feel like it's going to be different for all of you. But let's just focus on the energy of your future person. Like, who is this person that you're going to be marrying? We'll try to see if we can get a timeline as well. But I don't always focus on that, because with a general reading, it's too hard to get an exact message. But these are going to be for your person. Cards for your person. Okay, so we have the Father of Swords, Nine of Cups reversed, Father of Cups reversed, Three of Pentacles, Daughter of Cups reversed, Father of Wands reversed. Take time to breathe out, intuition, manifestation, optimism, and the Sacred Temple. So let's focus on these first 3 cards. I feel like your person is a very logical person. They're really good speakers, and they are really able to tell people how they feel about what they feel about. So even when they meet you, I feel like they'll be very direct with you about a lot of things. And they're really good at looking at things from such a logical perspective, but they're not super in touch with their emotions. I feel like their father wasn't in touch with their emotions, and they picked up a lot of those habits from that person. So they could be an air sign. I feel like air or earth sign. I feel like they're very grounded, they're very determined, and they're very wise as well. Like, they're really wise. And I feel like they're good people. They don't really understand their like feminine energy or their feminine side or their emotions and things like that. But I feel like you do, group number 5. I feel like you're in touch with your emotions and your femininity, and you're really learning how to be in more touch with them, because I feel like you feel a lot of things. A lot of you could be empaths, and it's going to be a really beautiful connection and really balanced in that perspective. I also feel like you could meet them through the workplace with this 3 of Pentacles, and then the Daughter of Cups in reverse. I feel like you could meet them. You're either going to meet them through friends, through work, or like having similar creative gifts or interests or something like that. I don't feel like this group, I don't feel like you know this person. I feel like this is a new connection that's coming in. So take that if it resonates, but I do feel like this is somebody new. And I don't feel like you're going to meet them right away. I think this is soul removing energy. So I'm sorry if I'm disappointing some of you. I do feel like this is going to take a while. I don't feel like I should take a time card, because I think it's different for every person. But I feel like it's really important, because you wouldn't want to meet them right now. Spirit's saying that no, you would not want to, because if you did, like, they're not at the right place and you're not at the right place, and they're working on getting you both into this energy, so when you come together, that you have this strong foundation, and that you're actually at a good place to be able to love each other fully and to have a really healthy, stable relationship. Yeah, because we have the Daughter of Cups. You're focusing right now on loving yourself. It's in the reverse. So when I see that, it's like bringing in new loving energy towards yourself is a big focus for you. I also feel like with this Father of Wands, that this person you're attracting is starting to explore their creative gifts, or they need to start exploring their creative gifts. They might be resistant to it or not know what they are, but I feel like that's going to be an important way for them to heal. I feel like that for you too. I feel like you're both in this energy of kind of exploring more of your artistic side. Take that how it resonates. But we also have for him, it says take him or her, whoever you're resonating. Usually I say he when it's manifesting, because I know most of you are women watching my channel, but just take it, you could apply it to either sex, okay? But this person, it says take time to breathe out. So I feel like they're almost in this process right now of like running themselves thin. They're in a very strong masculine energy of like, go, work hard, think very logically, they're in this energy of like, go, go, go. And I feel like the world's teaching them to slow down. I feel like they really learned that in 2020 and they're still kind of struggling with it, but they're learning how to like slow down and integrate a little bit more of that feminine energy. Yeah, because it says intuition and manifestation right next to it. They're kind of starting to see more of the magical side of the planet, more of the surrendering and being excited for the unknown, which is really hard for them because that's not what their main energy is, but they're open to it and they're not completely resistant to it. They just have a lot of questions and they analyze things a lot. And but they are very, I feel like we have this optimism card, so even though they are logical and they do like to think about a lot of things and have a very practical plan, they are optimistic. They do have an optimistic view on life. They are excited about life. They have, I feel like they're kind of almost the life of the party. Like when they go to a party, they're very, they see the positive in people and in their surroundings, and they can see, they're very focused on building a very beautiful, optimistic life for themselves, if that makes sense. And then we have the Sacred Temple. I feel as though that this person that you're manifesting is in this almost spiritual awakening right now, where they're starting to discover the spiritual side. I think they've opened up recently maybe to an author or maybe a YouTuber or something like that that's kind of piqued their interest, that's made sense for them, but it's a little out of their comfort zone. But there's some sort of like spiritual, almost like awakening happening within them, like starting to, which is really powerful and really beautiful, and that's really, their higher self is guiding them to become more in touch with their emotions, okay? So I want to pull some more cards. I want to see what your future energy is like together. Okay, I want to focus on that more than anything else because I think it's going to be really powerful. And I feel like this connection is going to be worth the wait, is what I'm hearing. It's going to be worth the wait. And not for all of you. I'm not saying for all of you it's going to take long. I feel like for some of you, you kind of intuitively feel when it's going to happen. But it's just so different for each one of you watching. And if you want a more in-depth love reading, I do one-on-one sessions, and I'd love to give you more guidance, but I can only do, so much with all of this, with all the general messages it is. Okay, so I pulled Awakening Genius, a Knight of Wands, the Sun, and the Rose's Kiss. So this is really powerful. I love all the colors in the first card. There's so many different colors happening. And I feel like you're really going to inspire each other, especially with this Knight of Wands too. You're really going to inspire each other and get each other out of your comfort zones to explore new things. And there's just going to be this new excitement, almost like this childlike energy that you're going to inspire within one another to explore, take chances. With this Sun card too, I just see a really positive connection. I see a very fulfilling connection. I mean, the Sun card is one of the most positive cards in the deck. So I just see this be really feeding your soul and really being amazing and being completely worth the wait. And then we have the Rose's Kiss. This is about seeing the beauty in life and seeing everything in such a beautiful perspective. So I feel as though when you come into union, when you finally come together and this person that you marry, you're just going to both have such a beautiful view on life. Your vision is just going to see the light. It's going to be so crystal clear, but also so vibrant. You're both going to see the world as this beautiful playground and this beautiful place to explore and have fun. I see travel for you too as well. Just wanting to just see everything and learn everything and help each other in a beautiful way and have a really strong friendship. Not just, a relationship where I see passion and all of that, but have this person be your best friend, like no one you've ever met before. Okay, so I love this for you, group number 5. Comment down below if this resonated for you. I want to hear from you guys, and if you do want to book a session, I have all my information in the description box. I'll see you next time. Alright, last but not least, we have group number 6. We have the North Node. It says, step out of your comfort zone. I'm really getting a lot of third eye energy for this group. A lot of crown chakra too. I feel as though recently you really started to see the world in a different light. And you're starting to get this energy to want to explore more, but there's something still holding you back. And I feel like Spirit and your guides and your higher self's really pushing you right now. Maybe you've been feeling uncomfortable, but I feel like they're trying to push you to like take risks and go on adventures. So let's pull out more cards. And I feel like this is necessary. I feel like you taking these risks is what's going to lead you to your person, leading you to this connection and who you will marry. So let's find out. Let's see what is going on. Okay, so the first 3 cards are reversals. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Temperance. Then we have the 3 of Cups upright. Fragmented energy, peace, letting go, family, and decrease. So with these first 4 cards, let's focus on them. I'm getting this feeling that this person, when you meet them, they're going to become a friend first, or they could be a friend already for some of you, but I feel like this relationship's going to start as a friendship. And I feel like you're not going to have super romantic feelings about them at first, but it's going to grow over time. It's going to grow slowly, but really beautifully. And you might be in this energy of, even when you're still friends with them, of still looking for your person or wondering who it's going to be. I feel like for a lot of you, you don't know who they are. I feel like you still have yet to meet them. And that's not to discourage you. I'm sorry if it does. I think this is so strong and so beautiful because I feel like it's important for you to group number 6 because I don't feel like I feel like you have a hard time keeping grounded in your energy. And I feel as though for some of you who've had maybe abusive partnerships or you haven't really felt comfortable in front of, people you've dated or people you've been interested in. And I feel like building a friendship with this person first is really going to help you trust them and just build such a solid foundation for just the most beautiful, balanced partnership, okay? So this is really powerful and this is really exciting. I feel really good about this group, but it is going to come, it's going to be a slower process. I do feel like it's a slower moving energy. For some of you, you could be friends with this person already. I feel like this person's going to take you by surprise, which is really cool. Yeah, and then look at this letting go card. Well, look at this peace card and letting go. I feel like you're being pulled in a lot of different directions when it comes to love. You're like, well, maybe I'll meet them there, or maybe I'll meet them this way or that way, or maybe it's this person, or maybe it's that, and Spirit's trying to help you surrender and trust and let go of that expectations or thinking about it too much. It's not bad to think about it, but I feel like for this group, maybe you think about it a little too much, and Spirit's trying to get you to surrender and trust because this connection is coming. It's beautiful. It's going to be everything that you want. But there is going to be a process to get there, okay? It is all happening in divine timing. I feel like for some of you in this group, you could be younger. Not all of you, but I feel like some of you are maybe younger, or maybe you're like, oh, I'm not that young, I'm in my 20s, but like I didn't meet my person until I was 33, and we didn't start dating until I was almost 34, right? So I feel like that's late, I don't know, but at the same time, I feel like it all happened perfectly for me, because if I would have dated anyone sooner, if I would have married anybody sooner, not that I've married my person yet, but we talk about marriage. I know he's my person, I know we're getting married. But if I would have married anybody I'd met sooner, it would have been a disaster. It just would have not been good. It wouldn't have been everything that I wanted. I had high expectations, and I finally did enough shadow work and got to a place where I was able to release so much stuff and fall completely in love with myself to get to this point of this relationship that I know deep down I deserved. And I feel that strongly for this group. You are getting what you want and deserve. And I feel like with this family card, you're going to have a big family. Okay? I feel like you're going to have a big family with this person. Or maybe this person has a big family. Something like that. But there's like a lot of kids I see, which is really cool. And then decrease. Yeah. I feel like this is moving slow. This is moving slow. And with this fragmented energy and peace, sorry, I know I'm jumping around a lot to all these cards, but I just feel like there's so much peace happening within your life. There's so much peace coming into your life. Like, I feel like that's your main focus right now, Spirit saying, is peace. Work on peace and trust and surrender, and everything you desire will fall into place. And these are the hardest things to work on. It's not something you just integrate within like a month or two. This is something that can take years. This is something that takes time to really go within and give ourselves the love, the patience, and enjoy that journey, and to be present in the now when we know intuitively all of these good things are coming for us, because I do see all these good things coming for you, group number 6, but I do see it taking some time, but I feel like it's just going to be such a beautiful, blessed partnership, very spiritual partnership as well. And this person's going to bring you a lot of peace. You're going to find a lot of peace before this person, but this person's also going to bring you a lot of peace. So let's find out. I want to pull more cards because I just feel like I want to know more about this person and who they are. Okay, so we have the 4 of Wands, King of Cups reversed, Ace of Wands, the 10 of Cups, Rhino Spirit, Angel of Guidance, and Do I Believe I Am Worthy? So I love these first 4 cards that came out because, okay, at the end, on the ends, we have the 4 of Wands, the 10 of Cups. So I can tell this person really wants to meet their person. Like, your person is really excited to meet you, and I feel like you guys are destined for each other. Like, you made a promise to each other before you even came to this planet to be connected. You're like, we're going to take our time to get to each other. I feel like this is a connection from a past life. Yeah, you've definitely been, like, married or connected somehow strongly in your past lives. And you're going to know that when you meet this person. You're going to feel this strong connection to them, and it's going to feel really bizarre. It's going to feel like nothing else that you've had ever. And you're definitely going to get married, and again, we have family here, so you're going to have a big family. I feel like you're going to have a lot of kids. Or maybe they already have kids, and you're going to meet them. Because I do also feel this energy that they could possibly be married right now, or be in a relationship right now with someone they think they're going to end up with, but it's not going to be the person. Like, you're going to be the person, but they're with somebody right now that they thought was their person. Something like that's only specific for some of you. But that's why it's taking a while, because sometimes, even though, sure, we have some blockages or some things to work on, but it's not all about our timing. It's about their timing, too, and waiting for them to clear out certain things, whether it's relationships or emotional blockages or whatever it could be. But I do get this energy that your person could be in a relationship. And then we have this King of Cups in reverse and this Ace of Wands. And I feel like maybe for some of you haven't gotten, like, hit on a lot or not proposed a lot, but, like, maybe a lot of guys haven't come after you, but I feel like your angels are protecting you from guys maybe that you've wanted that didn't pursue you. You're thinking, oh, something's wrong with me, or like, why didn't they like me? But your guides are like, no, we're saving you, because like we have someone way better, but you have to wait. So like that's why if maybe you like people but they didn't reciprocate the feelings, or they didn't pursue you, and you're like, what's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. You're amazing. I can tell you're amazing for this group, and you have so much amazing things coming. So it's really beautiful. And for this Ace of Wands, I feel like there's new energy coming into your person's life, of some new creative energy, which is really going to be powerful for them and really help them to see things clearer. Because I think that's one of the best ways to help us see our path and help bring clarity into our lives, is when we're in our creative energy, things make more sense and we're able to prioritize things better. At least I've found that for myself. So I feel as though this is really going to help him move forward into finding you and bringing you into his or her life. So, yeah, and then we have overcome any obstacle, okay? An angel of guidance. A renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. And then, do I believe I am worthy? So these are his energies, his or her. Take what resonates. I say he a lot, but if it's a she you're looking for, just replace that with she. But this person is overcoming a lot of resistance in their life, a lot of things that they thought they wanted that they're realizing they don't, and they're really trying to put themselves on a new path, a new purpose, and they're realizing they're worth way more than they've allowed themselves. So they're really waking up to this new energy, this new perspective, and really going after a completely fulfilling, beautiful life because they want to have just a beautiful, healthy family with somebody, and they really have this determination, and it's growing within them, this determination and this drive to achieve that. And I just feel like they're really going to go, like, bend over backwards to make you happy when they need to. They're going to want to give you the world. They're going to put you up on a pedestal, like, this is my person, I'm crazy about you, you can have what do you want, what can I do for you? Like, almost overboard at first. It might be a little intense, but I just feel that for this person. They're going to meet you and be like, yes, I knew there was someone else. I knew that there had to be more out of life, and they're just going to sweep you off your feet. So, this is powerful. I don't even feel like I need to pull more cards for this group. Actually, I do want to pull a little bit more. Let's try to see what he does for work. I don't know. Let's see. I just feel like that could be a cool thing to find out, like what he does for work or creatively or something like that. Okay, so I pulled loss, transformation, and discovery. So I really feel like he is changing his career. He's in the process of changing his career or getting a new job or starting a business or something like that. I feel like he's taking a risk on doing something different. And I feel like it's not going to be a normal job. I feel like he's going to have a unique job, but I do feel like he's going to do well for himself. And it's something that's really going to fulfill this person. So it's going to be really beautiful, but I feel like they're just very unique soul, and it's not going to be like a normal, mundane job. So, but it could be different for each and every one of you. So I'll just leave it at that. I hope this resonated for you guys. I hope it's helped you and brought you clarity on your path. I know what it can be like to be waiting and to, be wondering, who am I going to marry? I understand that feeling, and I see a beautiful life for you. So comment down below if this helped, and if you do want to book a personal session with me, I have all my information in the description box. I'll see you guys next time.